Hey guys, welcome back to Kipoerneke's Corner. I am over in Watch of Realms again, and I have been checking a few things here. We've got arena going. Well, we're about to anyway. We've got four of these arena coins from defending against other players. We don't have anybody that I want to fight right there, so let's refresh this and see if we can get somebody a little more palatable. No, nothing exciting. The closest one to our BP range would be DJ Isik at 406,481. That is significantly higher than our 358,477, almost 50,000 BP higher. I might give it a try, but I don't really see any good reason to do that and get slaughtered at the moment. So, let's hop over to the Oracle's Trial. And here we have 3,659 points. If we can get that up a little bit, we can have a decent chance at getting at least second place. So I think I will go ahead and run some background fights here on stage 15 of this Gear Raid 3. And okay, minimize that, hop out of that, and then let's have a look around. Okay. I think that we should check on the events. So we have some things in the treasure hunt celebration that we can have a little bit of a look at. We've got Forgotten Palace going on right now. That's the one that I'm currently running. And I accidentally just clicked through to. For the Gear Raid 3 thing, we got the Moonlit Invocation. That is to pull Dao Chan. You're guaranteed a pull on her within 200 summons. So, just so you know, that's going on. There's also this girl here whose name it might be Estrid. I'm not really sure. That's the epic that you can get. You have a 20 times drop rate on her, meaning that if you hit an epic slot while you're pulling on the Dao Chan banner, then you have 20 times the chance of getting her as opposed to any of the other epics you could be getting in that slot. So just so you know, that's going on. The Arrival of Heroes is going on. That's you get rewards for summoning heroes. Shard Assembly is for putting together an artifact for the Paintress, which is Rosalia, I believe is her name. Spiritual Altar, that is, did I say this wrong? That was summoning heroes, yes. And that one's also summoning heroes. Okay, excellent. I did say it correctly. Good for me. We got the Corridor of Glory running. That's for leveling up, starring up, promoting heroes, or upgrading heroes' skills to win trophies and redeem rewards. And we still have Brave Conquest running. That's the one for looting gear pieces and meteorites from Gear Raid and Artifact Material Raids. That's one that I want to look at real fast and see where we're at. Looks like we have 8,766 points. Could possibly get a little bit more in the way of rare summoning crystals if I lay into that a little harder. I have plenty of the potions built up. If I can find them, they're in here somewhere. Stamina potions, yeah, I've got 17 huge stamina potions, so that would get me a good ways through that, and that might be good for both leveling up on this Oracle's Trial, Forgotten Palace, and also simultaneously getting those gear pieces and being able to get a little bit further in that Brave Conquest. Alright, so we're going to go next to I think we're going to go to Treasure Hunt Celebration here. Looks like we have 2 lucky knives we can spin, so let's just go right there and get that 10 stamina, and then here and get another 10 stamina. Okay, so that used up all the knives that I currently have. Alright, excellent. We have Zombie Invasion still to do, and I haven't scored in the Immortal Codex on the Mother of Crows, that's what it's called. I don't expect to have any way to do anything there right now. Last time what I did was got slaughtered, and I think that getting slaughtered is again what I would do if I went in there. I definitely want to do the zombie invasion before the end of the night. Haven't gone in there yet today, and I want to at least get my dailies knocked out there. Also haven't done the faction trial, I don't think, today. I think I did the basic trial, but not not this faction specific one. Looks like it's esotericists. Let's look. Map info. No, I definitely haven't done that today. Typically do pretty terribly on this one, which is why I'm on stage 7. So I fully expect to do terribly on it again. But I do get some benefits from leveling people up today, so maybe it's a good time to give that a go. I think before I do that, I want to make sure that I have plenty of these flats going in the background, because I feel like I may want to spend a moment on the esotericists. I guess I can go and just kind of look at it for the moment and decide who I may want to work on a little bit. And that's over here. So we're gonna fight. It looks like we have something going on here. It's not grand. Of the ones that I have here, let me see if any of them are on the list that I consider to be particularly good. That I could level up, you know, and feel okay about leveling up. I don't really think so. None of these folks are phenomenal as far as the ones that aren't fully leveled yet. I guess probably, you know, I don't recall what exactly was the biggest issue here, but I kind of think it was the melee guys were going down. So maybe it would be a good idea to do something about the John Carr situation. I don't think he's phenomenal, but maybe if I could upgrade him a little bit, he would at least be better. So let's throw some XP potions into him, I guess. Now, I don't know where he's at in the stars right now. Let's just look. Yeah, I know that's not going to happen. Promotion? No, can't be promoted until you start up. Let's throw some gear on him. There we are. That makes everything better. Don't know that I want to do anything there. Nah, I don't really want to even waste the purple dust on it. I don't think that I have any way to awaken him other than just using one of these, one of these guys. Soul stones, and I certainly don't want to waste a soul stone on the situation. This increases his AoE damage by 10%. I wonder what he... I think... Okay, hold on. So he does have curse that he applies with his talent. So I guess the thing is that he does do the AoE damage. May as well keep that as his artifact. Probably as good as can be expected for him, really. So I'll keep that. Alright. So if we've got him maxed out, that gives us one... I want to say decent defender, maybe. I could throw some gear on these other guys who don't have any, but those are really, it's him and Vortex over here who are the defenders, or they're not even defenders, they're actually they're fighters, right? So it's not great. And why does it show that he doesn't have all of his gear on? How strange. Because he doesn't. That's why. It's a good reason. Let's throw something on him. How's about? I can steal something from someone else. And it doesn't matter too much. I can take it from whoever this is, probably. Let's equip this. And that'll help somewhat. Yeah, good enough. Fine. It's all fine and well. Alright, hop out of there, and then what more might I want? they were dying. I wonder if they were being overrun or if they were simply dying. I really feel like these guys were just dying for the most part. Maybe both, maybe being overrun and dying. That wouldn't surprise me greatly. It looks like I have that healer is Lily, I think her name is. And she's the only healer here. Let's see, do I have her leveled up? I do have her leveled up. I don't know what we mean by max at the moment because depends. Okay, so she's level 50. Okay, that should be okay. I could level up whoever this guy is. This is Nazim. Okay, he does a little bit of healing too, actually. I remember now. Okay, so he's the one we go to the third ability down here. When Cursed Blade deals damage, restores 3% HP for one ally with the lowest hit point percentage in range. So having him out there, you know, because he heals for a percentage of health, that's more than it would otherwise, you know, like you don't think about that, um, you know, level 27 being able to do a lot of healing, but when it's a percentage, then that makes a big difference. Now it only happens when he deals damage, and it only, you know, this is like, how often does Cursed Blade deal damage? Let's see. That's his ultimate. So it summons a magical blade, launching it at random enemy in range every 0.5 seconds, dealing 100% damage. That's pretty often, right? If it's going off every 0.5 seconds, then it's also healing for 3% of the ally's health every 3 seconds, or every 5.5 seconds as well. So not too bad. And that goes off for 15 seconds at a time. So that's a total of 30 heals, if I understand that correctly. Even with 30 points of healing, I should say. Or did I say it right the first time? Let's see, hold on. 3%, it goes off for 15 seconds actually, and every 0.5. So it's 30 heals, which was correct. And 3% per heal. So that could be, depending on whether, I mean, it's gonna get spread around if there's more than one person in range. And when it's not the lowest. So anyway, regardless. Seems okay. What did that say? It looks like I don't have him promoted up, but then again, that's because I can't. Alright, cool. We can throw some gear on him and steal some gear for the chest from someone else. Let's take it from, you know, I'd like to take it from someone that I'm not really using very much right now. But somebody that I'm not using, going to be using for this one. I'm not using Voltus right now, of course. Let's go ahead and, sure, we'll take this, get some HP and defense on Nazim, for what that's worth. Okay. Got an artifact on him. Restores 5% rage for every 5 attacks. It's exactly what we need. And let's enhance it while we're at it, I think. Don't know if I want to enhance it too much. It's not great. But it's okay. Actually, it is pretty good, to be honest. Let's enhance it. Alright, so that should bump him up a little bit. Come back out of there. And let's try to maybe we try to upgrade him a little bit, but let's check and see first if I want to do something else with that. Okay, so Salcav, I have him here. What does he do? Increases attack speed by 160, and more importantly, grants attack speed increase to allies in range, and that's during his ultimate. So that's definitely a good thing. We could give him, you know, promote him up a little bit, and that would give him all of his attributes enhanced 10%. It feels like that's not a bad thing to do, right? We may as well. We have plenty of the promotion insignias and get credit for it for the Grave Conquest or whatever that one's called. So sure, let's do it. Let's equip. And it looks like we're low on sword and chest for him. So let's take a chest piece from. Let's take a chest piece from Brienne. I guess that makes no sense. Maybe not Brienne. And that's a weapon, not a chest piece. Man, doing good in life. All right, maybe not Brienne after all. Maybe we take it from Voltus. He's not doing anything with it. Critical damage would go up, and that's about it as far as that goes. Of course, attack. Is that what I want to do? Maybe not. We've got Leona over here. Attack bonus. I don't think it's going to actually matter too much. So, sure, let's just do that. Give him her sword. And then the other thing we're going to need is a chest plate of some kind. And I think we can just take. Why don't we take maybe his chest plate? No. Maybe. No, that won't matter. I was thinking of the healing effect, but his healing effect is just a straight up percentage based thing, so I don't think that'll matter in the slightest. It would be good to find one that is actually, well, maybe that. Arrogance has it on right now, though. I kind of like Arrogance with it on. Let's just take this one from Theowen here. He's not using it anyway. Okay, got that. The an artifact increases the chance of triggering additional base attack by 0.2% for every 1% increase in rage. Yeah, okay. Don't really want to use any of that, so good enough. I suppose of these options, I can. Let me go back over to Selkath and look at his stuff again. So it increases the attack speed of his friends. This is just damage. And this also is just damage. So, which one is most worth leveling up out of these three that aren't at their max level? So we've got Selkath, Nazim, and this guy who I think is Gonkwa. His main thing is also like a slow, I think. Yeah, Sparks and Foot slow and enemy. So those are all utility guys. That none of them are particularly exciting. So I think out of those three, I guess I'll try Selkath, upgrading him a bit. I don't know that it'll matter a great deal, but at least we get the points for upgrading some guys. May as well do it. Let's do it. Go back out of there. And then we've got a couple of folks with no gear on. It's going to be who we'll have to steal some parts for. And again, it doesn't matter too much because, you know, anybody that I'm picking it up, I'm just going to send the reason for right now. Let's just throw stuff on her. It doesn't really matter. And the breastplate. Let's see, she's a. Okay, I think she does a lot of not slows exactly, but freezes. I guess slows too. So See if we can find something to throw onto her. Maybe. I mean, healing effect part is not that exciting HP bonus, but the crit rate and the attack would do. I don't want to accidentally take it from somebody that I'm using a lot and then forget to give it back to them later. Okay, let's take it from her. Alright, so now she's got something on, and I think we're just missing something for this guy here who is Gauntlet, and whose main thing is his slow. That's gonna be the best we've got there. So, let's throw stuff on him. Real quick. You're right up there. And so I can see if we have anything worth putting on him, honestly. Sure, why not? And chest piece. Alright, well, it's not particularly exciting over here. Maybe, maybe we just do the attack speed. Sure, let's do that. Alright, there we go. Now let's see. Everybody have stuff on? Everybody has stuff on. Next question is, what's the game plan? Alright, previously, I've stuck a Nora down at the bottom there. Where the guys come and stand and they've got like the timers on them. And then I've put I on the bottom middle. And that's been okay. Standing beside I think I was putting Phelan. We'll see. We shall see what we can do here. I don't have high hopes, that's for sure. The suggested BP is 200,704. We have 243,076. And previously we've just kind of been overrun. And then the guys slaughtered. There's only 2 spots to put them. I could replace one. But ultimately it doesn't work out particularly well. It's going to be a guy who comes out and stands right in almost the middle over here. And I suppose we can put I here, which is what I've done in the past. And I think maybe putting her here isn't a bad idea. And then I think maybe putting Phelan down on the left of her is also not the worst idea ever. Vortex dies pretty quickly. I feel like maybe we get John Carr out up at the top. And then I have previously put Lily, I want to say on that blue thing there in the middle. And then faced to the right. I think that's how I did it before, and nothing really is terribly effective anyway. Maybe that's not where I put her. Maybe I was sticking her up here. Really not sure. It would probably make more sense to put her here, and then we could place down. Yes, I think we've got a guy coming this way already, which is too bad. Um, Possibly I can stick Laurel here, and then the other healer type is Nazim, who's the one that does 3% to the lowest health person, and whenever he does his ultimate. And the question is, do I want to include both? I'll include both of those guys in his range, just in case, because if the healer's down, then obviously that would be a good thing to get in there too. We can I suppose we can throw Selkath out next. He is not phenomenal, but he may be okay under the circumstances, maybe. Unfortunately, they're about to pile up and just walk on by the guy that I have over there. I can stop that by putting Vortex here, facing him up and distracting this guy, at least for a moment. Maybe. Maybe not. He seems indestructible. He's just, he's going on whether I like it or not. And the other problem is that Vortex does this punch, but he punches the wrong way. So that's not particularly helpful. We did stop one guy from coming further, but the rest are just going to walk on through. I could pick somebody up so that I could lay out Phelan. I don't really know that that would help a great deal. At the moment, the Vortex is able to block off a couple of the guns coming in. We just don't have any damage going off to speak of, so it's not a great and glorious thing. And I hit the wrong button. I was trying not to choose a direction for Phelan to face, and instead I accidentally faced down. Very impressive. My feats of ingenuity are unsurpassed. Alright, so Honora is the only one who actually did any damage to that entire match, which has previously been the case as well. I could put her up at the top, but ultimately it's not going to matter. I don't think. I can try it. I haven't tried that yet, I don't think so. We'll try that, and maybe I don't know, we could put Phelan at the bottom instead of Honora at the bottom. Doubt that it's going to make much difference, but let's try it. Let's then put Phelan out first, right there. And then Honora would have to be in a location where she could cover as much of the incoming pokes as possible. And so I think that would probably make the most sense to put on the block with the blue on it facing to the right. But I better put I over here to do something about this fellow here. So I can stick her here so that she'll hit different people. If I do that, I could put Lily. Okay, better put somebody down to block first. So let's throw jump car out here. And then we can put Lily over there so that she can hit all of the important people, I think. Right there, facing this direction. Then And then we put maybe Laurel next. And it's a question about which way to go here. I think we go here so that she can give some rage regen to both John Carr and Nora. Now I can stick that guy down, potentially, Vortex. I don't know if it's necessary. Maybe I hold on to him for now. Maybe I put down Selkath up here. Could put him there. He's not super impressive, but I could face him this way. Sure, let's do it. We have one more deployable at the moment. So I could put basically my other healer here. He's not much of a healer, but he's all I've got. And then face him down so that he can help out with I staying alive. Now we put down all of the people at the moment. Let's wait and see what happens. Selkath, what is his thing? It increases attack speed by 160 and grants attack speed increase to allies in range. So that could be helpful if it comes down to it. I is probably not going to make it very much longer than those. Let's see where all he hits. Okay, so if I hit all of those up there. This is definitely working a lot better than the last time. You can see it's going phenomenally, but it's acceptable. I'm just kind of creeping along here because I have 1 time speed, but I don't really want to speed it up any faster because I want to be able to react fairly instantaneously. So if he does have this thing, let's go ahead and set it off and start healing somebody up. And I is recovering fairly quickly from that, so it's not too bad. So his heal is not anything to be sneezed at, you know. He's a-okay. It's actually worked shockingly more than there. Alright, great. Good job, team. Didn't even get anybody killed. Amazing. Alright. So, we got 20 of these Shelter Insignia 2s and 122 XP potions. Stats show that Nora did almost all of the damage, but Balin came in at a solid over a third of that damage. And I did good work too. Even Selkath did a little bit. Alright, good. Let's complete that. And let's head over to the Pantheon. Nothing, I don't think, to do here. We would need 14 more of those, and we don't have it. So, can't level up there. get out of here. We did complete these background fights. Got 22,050 coins, 4,100 EXP potions, a variety of gear, 145 Forgotten Palace trophies, and 145 Brave Conquest points. We also have level up heroes 3 times, which gives us one stamina potion sample and 2 lucky knives. Gold Dragon Pass, we got a weekly quest, which is level up heroes 20 times to claim 600 gold dragon tokens, and that levels us up to level 6. Go over here to level rewards, and we get 80 stamina for that. So, excellent. Now we can go and run some more of these Gear Raid 3s, and we will just max out level 15 runs, which means going in 6 times. Minimize that. Come on over here, and let's see here. What now shall I do? Got that. Let's check the arena. This one we want to refresh, and everything is huge as before. Everything is it's close to 100,000 more. No, some of it's 75,000 more, but all of it is tremendously more than what I've got. Don't think it's doable. Let's get out of there, and then I think we shall go to events. Treasure hunt celebration. We've got 2 knives to use, so here's one. It's going to be 5 rare skill dust, and here's another one. That's another 10 stamina. Alright, got all that. And then, have I done the raids today? I don't think that I have the dragons. Alright, so let's go to the guild, and we're going to Drake's Daily Chasm. We have not done that today. Doesn't look like anyone has. So let's do Nightmare 2, and I think we've done it recently enough that I'm just gonna auto fight it again. It's not a great time for spending a lot of time on it, so just do an auto fight on this one, and then probably do Nightmare 1 the same way real quick. Check out the statistics here. I think that I did this last night on auto fight with the same group, and I feel like Solkadens is pretty good. He has been doing very well. He kind of builds up over time. Sort of the opposite of Xena. Xena does her big burst at the beginning when she's first put down, and then she diminishes after she's been out for 25 seconds. And with Solkadens, he comes out, he puts his mark on somebody, and as long as you're hitting that same target, that mark builds up. And he does a little more damage as time goes on. And so you can see him kind of getting better through the fight. I think if you look at him, it says he has Hell Breaks Loose. Upon activation, the Talent effect increases damage by 11% for 12 seconds instead. Marks one target with the highest HP for 10 seconds, during which all heroes will prioritize attacking. Upon expiring, the mark will explode, dealing 240% AoE damage. Additionally, when the hero is deployed as a lord, he gains Pyro Blitz, which doesn't explain what that is, but he is being deployed as a lord, and so his ultimate is better when he's being when he's in the lord position than when he's just a guy on the team. Not only because it gives everyone else the lord abilities, but also because it increases his skills. So, all right, so we got 39.04% of that dragon, I think. So the stats real fast. Arrogance was number 1, followed by Solkadens, then Idrin, then Xena, then Setram, and after that, Wrath, and then it drops down. Okay, so complete. And then let's look at Nightmare 1. I'm not sure when the last time I did a set for Nightmare 1 was, but let's see what we got here. Here's the stats at the moment. Xena drops in. She hits hard and heavy. And then Arrogance overtakes her because Xena starts dropping off, like I said, 25 seconds after she comes in. You can see she's falling down the list pretty quickly at this point. Arrogance, Wrath, and Idrin are all ahead of her. And I have, let's see, where is she? Did I put her up? Must have picked her up already at this point. And now there she is back out. So, she does good burst damage. And as long as you're willing to continue to manage her, throw somebody out when she's up, put her back out when she's available, but pulling them up, then she can get in some pretty good damage. But you have to just keep picking her up and putting her down every time that you're able to in order to really capitalize on that. So when I did this, it looks like I still had Aang in the group. I think in my current rendition, I no longer have him. He was being used more than anything to give Arrogance a boost in his damage, because his ultimate here, as in Taylor, during the ultimate, the hero and allies in range gain damage increase. The hero attacks with triple strikes, with each strike dealing 70% damage. The ultimate lasts 20 seconds. But basically, he hits the two guys in front of him with this damage increase. And putting that on Arrogance makes a big difference. So that was 56.9, I think, percent of this Nightmare 1 Dragon. Okay, so in this group, it was Arrogance, then Ralph, then Idrin, then Aang, then Xena, and then it drops off after that. Clearly, I need to redo that one sometime soon. It's not grand. Alright, let's complete that. Okay, we completed this 2 times, so we come over here, we claim the 20 build coins, 20 build activity tokens, and 5,000 gold for that. We haven't done this yet today. Clear artifact material raid on any difficulty level 3 times. Probably a good idea to do that. But let's wait until after this finishes. In the meanwhile, let's see how much more time we're going to have on this. It's got another 8 minutes and 20 seconds. And let's see what completes today of these. Does anything end? Nothing ends today on the Oracle's trial. On the events, Brave Conquest ends today. Let's go have a look at where we're at there. We could have just stayed on that page, but well, to do things the hard way apparently. Okay, so we will. Okay, we're almost up to the legendary skill crystal on this. Then we'll need another 3,000 after that to be able to get there. But the artifact material raid will count for this as well. So that's alright. We got 22,050 gold coins, 4,140 XP potions, 120 Forgotten Palace trophies, and 120 Brave Conquest points for that. Okay, so in that case, let us go back to this and do the artifact material raid 3 times. Should be pretty straightforward. It looks like I haven't used all of my quick clears today. So let's just do 3 of these. We'll use one of these huge stamina potions to do it, and go ahead and start that in the background. And now, let's go to, you know what I'll do? I haven't done the tide today, but again, having not a lot of time, I'm just going to hop over there and claim the loot for the day, and not actually run any of them. Alright, so today we got 26 legendary skill dust, 324 talent points, 52 epic skill dust, 1 Shadowcaster Demon Soldier Shard, 12,500 gold, 55 stamina, 94 rare skill dust, 1 elite skeleton archer demon soldier shard, 1 lizard fly imago demon soldier shard, and 1 small arachnid demon soldier shard. Okay, hop out of there. We got some updates over on the quest send on the guild quest. Let's do the guild quests first. And we've got 20 guild points, 20 guild activity tokens, and 1 small stamina potion there. Then if we come over to the quests, we have a couple of things to claim. We've got the Tide Onslaught rewards. That gives us 2 lucky knives and 1 stamina potion sample. And also, we have the box at the top, which gives us 35 diamonds and 2 lucky knives. We still need to give friendship points for the day, so let's go ahead and do that real fast. Got that. And then the other thing we have to do is claim those. We've got 2 lucky knives and 10 friendship points. And then make 1 purchase in the Black Market of the Dwarven Association. I don't have anything that I want to purchase from there, so let's refresh it. We get 3 refreshes a day in this Black Market. Nothing there that I'm interested in. What I'm really looking for is some cheap summoning crystals. This is the second refresh, I suppose. And I don't see anything that I love there. I'll go ahead and get these auto fight attempts just because I only have 1 more refresh and I don't want to end up getting something silly. So, we got that. We'll refresh again. And nothing exciting. Glad that I got those when I did. Alright, let's get out of there. Come over to this, which is completed. We have 12,910 gold, 2,250 XP potions, 8 flawless meteorites, 10 radiant meteorites, 34 mithril, and 88 grave conquest points for that. Go back over quests again. We can claim this for making a purchase in the Black Market of the Dwarven Association. It gives us 2 lucky knives and 10,000 gold for that. Then, over on the Gold Dragon Pass, we've completed the daily quest of making a purchase in the Black Market. We're claiming up 200 gold dragon tokens rather. Go over to events, and in Brave Conquest, we've gotten those 5 legendary skill crystal shards. Okay, now we're at 9,084 current points. This event ends in an hour. So, if I'm going to have any chance of getting anything more, I'm going to have to do a serious number of them in short order. Alright, why don't I go start... I can do this, I suppose. I don't know that it'll matter as far as beating Lozic or not, but I may as well give it a shot. Maybe I get there, maybe I don't. Let's auto fight some number of times. Let's use 4 of these, and that gives us 800 stamina. Close that. Max this out and start those battles. Alright. Now, let's see. We've got the arena over here. We have another 2 minutes on that before it can go refresh. So, I have this star-crossed romance thing over here. Now this is Dao Chan and Lu Bu. And we've done the story mode, but we haven't done the challenge mode. Let's look at the quests real quick that we've got. Okay, so clear challenge mode on any difficulty level 3 times. I don't expect to do very well at all at this, but we will give it a shot. Go into challenge mode. Look at the map here. Alright, I'm seeing 5 ground portals, and we are protecting 1 soul shard from 2 different angles. So there's a guy there in the middle. I guess that's Gong's well. Who knows how to pronounce this? Alright, he has Massacre, deals damage to up to 3 adjacent targets and inflicts 1 stack of Intimidation. Damage is shared by targets. When Intimidation reaches 3 stacks, it transforms into Panic, causing the affected hero to become stunned, unable to retreat. He is immune to all crowd control effects except slow, and he has Perfect Storm. After 5 seconds without heroes in melee range, Dong Zhuao enters the perfect storm state, greatly reducing damage taken while rapidly gaining rage to unleash Seeds of Chaos. I don't think we want whatever Seeds of Chaos is, that sounds bad. He also has Mists of Madness, summons a dark cloud covering a one-tile area around a random hero. Units within the cloud have their attack range reduced to 1 tile ahead. Ooh, yeah, well, okay. That's interesting. The cloud persists for a period of time. Now, what it doesn't tell us is what that period of time is. It just says it persists for a period of time. It could be half a second, but it's a period of time. It could be 5 minutes. That's a period of time. Is it a random period of time, or do we have some sort of a timer that we could pay some attention to? But no, who knows? Who knows? In a realm marred by ineptitude, Dong Zhuao seizes the power of chaos to overthrow the capital and unify the Eastern Empire under his command. With the world at his mercy and the empire in his grip, his rule is uncontested. Well, it's not too uncontested, though, is it? Because it looks like Lu Bu and Dao Chan are trying to throw him over, so I don't know. And then we have Lords Champions, Lords Commanders, Imperial Captains. Imperial Captain has Wall Up, which has a small chance to deal double damage. The exhaustion effect ends. All of these guys have energy, which basically they do more damage and they take less damage for a period of time while their energy is high. And as they lose that, then they become exhausted and they do much less than they were doing previously. We also have Imperial Knight, which can dodge. We've got Imperial Lancers, Palace Guards, and Palace Lookouts. Those are the ranged guys. So everybody's in danger here. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure what this set of things we've got here is all about. I bet I know what it is. Okay, but we're gonna take all of that out and restart this with let's see. Let's go. Okay, what's going to be happening here? We're going to need... Okay, we're going to need Dao Chan. We're going to need Solkadins, Cetrum, Arrogance. Arrogance will be on the Nightmare team, obviously Wrath. Let's throw in Xena, Baron, let's see, who else? Let's do Gluttony, Adrian, and it's a difficult question. Should I put another healer? Possibly. If I put in another healer, who do I put? Hollow? That's not the name I meant. Vortex is the name I meant. For the shield. I know that I used Vortex for the shield in some earlier fights here. I don't know if this team will do any good or not, but we can try it. They all have armor on at least, that's something. Alright, so let's try this and see what happens. A second chance for a cruel encore. Only the bold dare decide. Alright, so here we have this big fellow. Dao something or something. In challenge mode, damage dealt to the boss will be counted towards the score. When Dong Zhuao escapes to the side, quickly defeat the royal guards he summons to force Dong Zhuao back into battle. Okay, so he's going to escape over, I suppose, to the left. I had considered putting Idril in just so that she could hit anywhere on the board, and maybe that wasn't a bad idea. But for now, it just is what it is, I suppose. Alright, let's see where we can actually put people. So he can decrease people's range down to 1 tile. I don't know what the right answer here is. Obviously we have to have some people hitting him, right? But how many do we need to be hitting him? Where are they going to be coming from? What is that that's charging up and frightening me? I'm just kind of staring at it right now, trying to get my bearings. What is going on here? What if we put... Okay, we'll just throw some people out, see what happens, and then figure out what we're going to do about it afterward. Currently, no idea. Maybe not that. Maybe... the other question is, how much do we need to do? In which direction are people going? What we don't want to happen is that Seeds of Chaos to go out. We definitely don't want that to happen. Of course, it did, but that's what we don't want, nonetheless. Let's throw Dao Chen here. Okay. Now, what if we put Gluttony out? And I think we'll face him up too. Could put Baron somewhere. Not really sure where. Think I won't do that yet. If we put Setrum there, I don't think he can quite fit. Could put Setrum here. Mists of Madness is being cast. Got some folks going to try to come around in a couple different ways. Now, the Mists of Madness is doing something to them. We've got, who knows? I don't know exactly what it is. I forgot. Definitely told us. He can hit up to there on both sides. I don't know that I'm interested in doing that quite yet. I'm gonna just hold on to that ultimate for the moment. I don't see any reason to have that. How long does this Mists of Madness last? I wonder. Suppose I can throw some more people out here. For what it's worth. If I put him out, he's going to be killed. But I don't think it really matters. May as well. It didn't last very long. Could have put Vortex out with him, of course, but I don't really know what's going to happen, so I'm just kind of paying attention to what's going on, and I want to keep some people back, just in case I end up needing them for something. Things start looking a little hairy, then I'll start turning off some ultimates like that. not interested in people just kind of waltzing by my folks. Of course, if they do, I have these guys waiting in the wings to be put out necessary. So looks like King in the Castle just won Dao Chen. Nice. Okay, here comes the Mists of Madness again. And the same group got hit with that as prior. I think that might be the thing that decreases their, essentially their vision to one tile ahead. Now we've got the boss guy back out. I think at this point I'll put Sulfidings back out. I'll probably hit from there. I'm not sure. Let's see. Looks like it. Let's go ahead and put his ultimate out. And I think I'll switch to Chan's DPS mode. You may as well put Wrath out for a little extra damage as well. And then I'm going to switch her over to healing for a second. Can't hit Sulfidins, of course, but it's okay. Let's do some more damage here. And then switch her back to healing. I kind of wish there was a show us the statistics like there is in guild, like in the guild room thing. I just noticed that stage countdown at the last second. All right, well, it wasn't lovely, but we made it through 31,000. Well, no, much more. It looks like it is 31,082,635 damage. It's not bad. Okay, so Arrogance did almost 12 million. Followed by Sulfidins at 9.2 million. Then Edrin, 5 million. And Xeno was also 5 million. Then it drops down to Cetrum at 3.75 million and then down from there. So Wrath was the least damage, but it was also out for the least amount of time. So it's not bad. We got all the vicious plumes. The shadows dim, but their presence lingers. Chaos is never truly silent. Alright, so we just have to claim rewards for the current difficulty. You cannot claim rewards from other difficulty levels today. Well, that's weird. Okay. So, that's good to know. Does that mean... Okay, does that stay there then? I don't. The current difficulty has claimable rewards. You sure you want to try different difficulty? During the event, you can only choose one difficulty per day to claim rewards. Interesting. I know, I'm not sure, but I think that's going to be the best rewards probably. Let's think about that for a second. Maybe. Maybe I claim those today. It's already 110. I'm not gonna have too many fights against Tide. If I don't claim them now, is the implication that I don't get to claim them, like I can't come back in case I do poorly in hard. I'm not really sure. Maybe I should have done hard first to see how I did. It's a whole problem. be a shame if I wasn't able to do that. Surely I can. Don't really want to. Um. We'll go ahead and claim that. Let's just do it. Got 400 vicious plumes and 1,400 virtuous plumes for that. And let's go over to hard mode and look it up. Gnom's Wow becomes more ruthless, unlocking his new skills Chaos Bolt and Spoils of War. Let's see what that means. So, Massacre with Perfect Storm, Mists of Madness, Chaos Bolt, and Spoils of War. So, Mists of Madness he was casting on the regular. Okay. He was unleashing Seeds of Chaos, that's for sure. And okay, so the new things he's gonna do is cast Bolt and Spoils 4. Conjures the lightning bolt to hit the target direct, dealing magic damage. If the target is within a cloud, it deals magic damage to all units within the cloud one time. Spoils of War, each time a hero dies, gains increased attack, defense, and magic resistance. This effect can be stacked and dispelled. Cool. Alright. Okay, go to hard. Challenge at suggests 500,000 BP. We have 610,678 BP. Alright. So, we shall try again as is, I think. It looks like the same map from what I can tell. So, here we go. Not sure exactly what I did last time, but something similar, probably. Most likely. I think I had put Adrian there, and you know what? That's not the best placement. I should probably put Adrian here because he can still hit theoretically from there. And the same with Arrogance. I think I can put him here. No, not here. Sorry, wrong answer. I can put him here. Or I can put him there. Let's put him here. Alright, and then we've got Dao Chan, who we can put here. Sultan's was over there last time. Let's put Cetrum out next. Put Xena down. It's not entirely necessary to put Xena down yet, but I can put her here. Yeah, sure, may as well. It's okay if she dies. We can do this. We got Seeds of Chaos cast. It's not lovely, but let's stick this guy out, whatever his name is, Vortex, to try to recover somewhat. Now, I think we're gonna put Gluttony back over here, which is where it was before. And then I would like to put Sulkadins out, but I don't really know that it's going to be incredibly useful. Because if I stick him over here, he's not going to live. And that's the only location besides right here it's getting healing. If I stick him here, can't really hit him. So his Lord bonus will be out active if I put him out, which can be helpful for his teammates. So maybe that is a good idea to put him out. Then again, Wrath and Arrogance also benefit. Also Wrath and Baron also increase the attack speed of arrogance, which is useful. So, we'll put him out for now, and then find out if I want to continue that or not. I can always pick him up. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Until the target, get a target in range. There we go. Now you can release it, and then that'll be helpful because it helps with his lured skill. Okay, that's hollow. Or not hollow. I keep saying hollow, and I mean vortex. That didn't go off as planned. So, I'm going to have to, I think I'll pull Xena up because she somehow hasn't died yet. And then we'll throw Baron down to deal with this guy. Look at I say real quick, but then again, it's Baron, so, you know. Quick is not exactly what he does as far as DPS goes. Go ahead and pull him up. Now we've got Wrath, we picked it up. But I don't think I have a lot of interest in that. We stick Dao Chan in DPS mode, throw Wrath out after all. Well, no, we won't, because honestly, she's about to be out anyway. There we go, although I think I turned her the wrong direction. That's bad. Pretty funny. I was trying to base you forward. Not sure that's how it went. Let's see. Try that again. Oh, I see. His Setchum can't see very far ahead. That's a whole problem. Got a guy sneaking around the back there. So we pull Xena up and throw Wrath down. Still with that situation. Try to anyway. Got the Imperial Captain over there, which is neat. Lancer coming along. Alright, let's throw Hollow's ability on. Wasn't sure if I would be able to do anything with Setchum Thin or not, or not Setchum Tokens, but managed to, so that's good. I have one who made it by. Somebody just died. I think that might have been Gluttony. That's alright. I won't worry about that quite yet, I think. We've got Wrath down there. And He's doing all right. All right, so we got 3006. Well, it was 3,600,000 or 3,006,101. We go next, and that's it's a good thing we claimed it in the last fight because that was pretty sad. All right, now arrogance topped the damage at 10,309,100, followed by Adrian at 4,867,000, and then Xena at 4,196,000, and then it goes down significantly from there. All right, so that's how that went. Complete that. The shadow damage, but their presence lingers. Chaos is never truly silent. Okay, excellent. We did that. Let's go back. See what we've got over here. Anything partially accomplished? Yes. Clear modern or clear challenge mode on any difficulty level 3 times. So we're 2 out of 3 of the way through with that, which will end up giving us persistence. So very cool. We'll do some more of that tomorrow. It's already 1:22 a.m. So I don't want to get too deep into anything further. What is this? I have sin that says got a red dot on it. Okay, it's just telling me that I have enough that I could purchase that, it looks like. Don't want to, so I'm good. Alright, I see. It's because the notify me button is on. What is this? It's the mythic artifact for fighter class. And it says increases AoE damage by 10%. Killing enemies grants an extra 5% AoE damage bonus that lasts 3 seconds. Cool. Don't want it at the moment. We'll see what we have by the end of everything. And that is in 6 days. So we have some time to mess around with that. Let's look over at Baruch here. He's got some items, but none of them that we're interested in. Still running a bunch of background raids at the moment. And let's look and see how the events are going. We've got the treasure hunt celebration, where we have 8 more blades at the moment. Zathanter says, "Why don't you even give the wolf a few masseurs? I put mass damage on mobs and single damage on the boss. The unplaced ones changed." The wolf. Which one is the wolf? What are we talking about here? Less damage on mobs. Single damage on the boss. I'm uncertain what we're talking about. Okay. You're talking about when you're piling up on that boss fight there. And you're talking about stacking single guys around the boss and then putting the AoE guys. The unplaced ones change. What does that mean? The unplaced, I don't know. Okay. But back to this. We got the treasure hunt celebration. So let's grab some of these guys. Here is 2,000 gold. And we've got 2,000 gold over there. 2,000 gold over there. Lots of 2,000 golds happening. 2,000 there. And then 1 4-star psychic power token. And that apparently was the special reward here. So we can go on to the next tiles here. Zathanter says, I put them on the right side of the masters. That's what you're saying. Masters, okay, as in the mobs, the swarms. Closer to the boss, turned to the left. Right. I think I understand what you're trying to say there. Adrian can tank, so you can skip the boss tank. I think we're speaking a little bit of a different language here, but we're getting there. Yeah, I think he means like the swarms when you're saying the masters. Yes, Adrian can certainly tank. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of trying things. I have no idea. I think that we're trying to deal the damage primarily to the boss in that if we call it a stage level, whatever the event. Isn't that the case? I think so. All right. We have 3 more of these things left. Let's go on to the next floor. And we have, it's like a bunch of dust, a little bit of stamina. Here we have 5 epic skill dust. And I think stamina, looks like stamina is the reward for this. It's 200 stamina. Got this, we got 5 rare skill dusts. And then we got another 5 epic skill dusts. And that's all of the lucky blades that I have at the moment. Other than that, we've got the zombie invasion going on here. Still have the Immortal Codex. I think that might be almost, well, it's got 6 more days on it, so it's not exactly almost done, but it's just fairly, maybe halfway through where that was when it started. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly how long we had on that. Alright, what I know is that I've got to finish the zombie invasion tonight because I've only got another 30 minutes before the day resets. And I should definitely be off before then if possible. So let's go ahead and try to do kind of a quick one of these. Zathanter says, to make the boss go faster, give it a fast healing fighter and use it to hit catapults or Idril. I had considered putting Idril in. So I don't know how long you've been watching Zathanter, but the thing is I'm not very visual. And I don't know where the catapults are. I have no idea what you're talking about with the catapults. Is it something when the boss goes away? Or where are the catapults at? Damon Aatrox. Aatrox. I think Aatrox is that guy who explodes, right? He's a fighter, and he blows up after a certain period of time and does some AoE damage. Is that who you're referring to? Maybe. I don't know Damon at all. Alright, let's do the endless stage here. And we're just going to, again, since I'm going to try to kind of quickly go through it once again, I'm just going to put on the luck ones, and we're going to go maximum luck. What I want to look for is anything that says pluses, anything that says like increases, words like that is what I'm going to look for. We just got the light, so we're going to try to go light and dark because that was available. So that's the goal here of getting these. We got 2 of the darks and 1 of the lights at the moment, and I'm going to refresh if we don't have light or dark, because I feel like if you get 1 of them, you may as well go and try to do the whole thing. And again, we're going to go with things that say damage plus and expands and increases and things like that, because those things stack. And since I'm going quickly through it, I'm just going to be looking for those keywords and then the colors, because we want, you know, if it's a gold colored thing, that's a more rare one and it'll stack. If it has the words damage and those that I mentioned, the damage plus some amount. Because not everything does stack, so and because I'm not going to pay a great deal of attention to this, so that we can move along kind of quickly through it, I'm probably going to end up having things that are not stacking along the side here. But whenever I see something like this where there's nothing above blue, I'll go ahead and refresh if I can, and then you know, we'll see what happens. I don't expect to get past, anytime that I do it in a quicker manner like this, I wouldn't expect to get past level 25. But if I do, great. You know, quad shot. How you doing, man? Good morning. Good morning. What are you talking about? Good morning. All right, let's see. Maximum is blazing bolt right now, so let's just enhance that one. Zathanter says I was able to improve my results by rating characters and equipment. Rating. Do you just mean going and so as far as rating go, I have like a list here um, that I've thrown together of just the heroes that I think are good versus the ones that I think are mediocre. I didn't write down any that I thought were bad. They just didn't make the list at all. But the good ones and the mediocre ones are on here. And so, if you mean rating in that manner, then I have done that. Um, as far as equipment, I haven't spent as much time on it as I should, definitely. I haven't, I've given them some reasonable artifacts for what I know of the characters. But I haven't really explored that whole side of things very much as I probably should. If I wanted to get maximum DPS out of it, I would definitely have to sit down and spend a lot more time paying attention to those details. And yeah, for sure, we could definitely eke some more DPS out of what I've got. I'm quite certain that that's true. I just haven't spent the time necessary to do that, and maybe someday I'll sit down and do that, but just haven't done it yet. Now, in this zombie invasion, one thing to pay attention to is if something says the damage plus some amount, it might say like this, for instance, says tornado damage plus 80%. Now you've got that, and then to its right, you've got this tornado that says summons one tornado with the ultimate casting damage plus 20%. When it just says damage plus 20%, that means your overall damage, not just something individual like the tornado damage. It may also say light damage, dark damage, things like that, which obviously only applies to the things that are in those categories or in those mastery sets. So that's something that you can pay attention to um, if if you see those keywords, then that's something you can kind of quickly get to. Uh, what is back? He says, I worked on the installer error for a while today and I'll try again tomorrow. Looks like a fun game. Hope I'll be able to defeat the launcher error. Oh no. So now, Quad, are you on a computer or are you on the phone? I'm assuming you must be on the computer because you talked about a launcher error. Um, I assume on a computer. Windows laptop. Have you tried going into the EXE instead and launching it that way? Well, it says I have tried EXE and getting EXE all permissions, which is not ideal. Running as administrator. Um, let's see. It's definitely not ideal, but um, I assume you've tried uninstalling and reinstalling. Let's see how we've got Blazing Bolt. Sure, sure. Another thing about this is that you get awakenings as you go along. Every 5 points that you get in the mastery skills gives you an awakening, um, which is a pretty good thing typically. Also, if I see one extra skill choice, then I'll normally pick that because you can almost certainly find something as good as the other options in those extra skill choices. So I see you've tried rebooting but not reinstalling. I mean, I would think that might be, you know, unplug it and plug it back in. Getting slaughtered over here at the moment. This is a very bad sign, people. If you're on wave 19 and it looks like this is not the way to go. Going to die. Fairly mid-level 20 or wave 20. Unsurprising, though. Like I said, if I'm doing it like that, where I'm not paying a great deal of attention, just moving along, then I don't really expect to get very high. I would say 20 to 25 is probably about normal. If you get higher than that, doing it that way, then you essentially just lucked out. So, all right. I think I believe that the lowest I've gotten was wave 18. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Okay, so Blazing Bolt did the most out of that at 42%, followed by Tornado at 39%, Lightning Chain at 8%, and Spring of Sticks at 8%. Lightning Chain is typically utility. Spring of Sticks and Tornado can be very good utility, but they can also do damage. Blazing Bolt is fairly consistently a high damage choice. Enemy seems strong, says Quiet. Well, it's primarily that I wasn't spending a lot of time. One thing, like I said, is some things stack and some things don't. And if you end up choosing a lot of things that don't stack, then you're just wasting those points, essentially. So if you pay attention to what you have and you don't duplicate, then you're getting a wider use of the available skills that you have. So when you're just kind of clicking things fairly quickly and not paying a lot of attention, then you're definitely going to not make efficient use of your resources. So it's to be expected. All right, we got challenge one time daily during the event, which gives us 10 out of 5 attempts, and eliminate 32 waves of monsters during the event, which gives us one huge stamina potion. Very nice. Okay, got that. And then let's hop out of here and see where we're at. We're at 35 out of 50 of the fights that are running in the background. And again, we've got another, looks like 22 minutes before things reset. Where are we at right here? Still a long ways to go. And I think Lozak has that trophy well in hand. Probably I would do just as well to switch over to artifact material rates. We've got events, and I want to go down to, I think, Brave Conquest to see where I'm at there. Still a long ways from that rare summoning crystal batch there too. There's 2 of those. It would be nice, but at this point, 9,754 points isn't anywhere close to 12,000, and don't know that I'm going to get anywhere with what I've got going. So I think I should switch. Probably I should switch. I don't know. Maybe not. Let me see. Let's go back over to this again. Okay, I had in the high 3,000s when I started this batch. I got 1,000 out of that. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way whatsoever to do that. And I don't need to, so let's end this and then switch over to artifact material rates, and we can maybe get some better artifacts there. Alright, so we got 132,300 coins, 24,080. 24. Boy, I tell you, some days I just can't think. 24,840 XP potions, a large variety of gear, 690 Forgotten Palace trophies, 690 Brave Conquest points, and 10 Scalekin Mage Demon Soldier Shards. So, we got that. Quad says I like stacks and status effects, like Bleed and Burn. Yeah, sure. So here, go to Artifact Material Raid, and it looks like stage 17 is the highest that I've gotten on that so far. So let's auto fight, we'll max, start that. I don't know that it's going to matter as far as anything goes regarding a Grave Conquest, but maybe, it'll take, I think it'll take less time to do those, so maybe I can at least get them finished prior to 2 o'clock. For whatever bit it does, we'll see. Alright. Arena. We check over there. Definitely can refresh at this point. And we do have somebody in our range here. It is John 28 with 350,036 BP. Let's see how bad it really is. Actually, his monsters are the same approximately as me too. So we're his team is just across the board similar to each other. Let's go ahead and auto fight and see what happens. Zoom out a bit so we can see what's going on. And move over here. They've got Magmus, who has lava flow. I've seen him before. Turns the ground around the hero into floating lava that deals 70% damage to enemies on it per second. During the effect, increases block by 2 and maximum hit points by 100%. This skill lasts for 15 seconds. Then they throw out Hex. Hex is variable, but can be very high damage. When triggered, increases damage by 140% and attack speed by 100. Reduces attack interval by 50% and replaces all cards with the Joker. This effect lasts for 35 seconds. I do not have him, but I've seen him and he does pretty well. We've got Salazar. I've seen Salazar a good bit as well. Salazar has Slashing Blitz. Launches a blitz of 6 strikes randomly on all targets in range, each strike dealing 260% damage and the last dealing 340% damage. Becomes immune to all damage at some point. Alrighty, so we got that one. That was John 28 with 350,036 BP. And looks like the highest damage on the board was Arrogance with 2,984,000, followed by Xeno with 2,281,000. Then Etran and Magmus, something like that, were almost tied at 1.6 million, and then Hex followed that up. Alright, Salazar came out last, I think, as far as their folks went, and he did less than the rest. I think that Soul Pickings had just been put out, and so he did hardly anything. Then we've got 3 arena coins, 8 dual champions points, and 5,000 gold there. Excellent. And that ought to be another little notch on the artifact, not artifact, arena event over here as well. So that's Duel of Champions, and we got a rare scope pistol for that. So we're at 56 points in that. Quite a few left to go here before we get that finished up. But we still have 3 days on it, so it's not too bad. Looking at the Brave Conquest, I saw that the background fight's finished, and we only got 10,250 out of it. So I think we ended up gaining a little over 1,000 for those runs, and that is just not going to happen. We've got 15 minutes left, so we're not going to be able to make it to this 12,000. It's unfortunate. It's okay. We have something on the storyline to claim, though. Sub-story, and we go down to Artifact Promotion. Obtain 200 Mithril from Artifact Material Raid, and that gives us 1 huge stamina potion. Very nice. I like it. Now we click the background fights. We've got 55,960 coins, 9,750 XP potions, 42 Flawless Meteorites, 56 Radiant Meteorites, 155 Mithril, and 476 Brave Conquest points for that. Not too shabby, I'll take it. Let's see if we have anything in storage. Nope, nothing to stick together there. Then, I think... felt like there was something else that I wanted to do, but I cannot recall what it was. You know, have I run the... I may not have run this yet. The the... Yeah, I have one of one left. The esotericist, that's what it is. Alright, so I guess we'll go back to stage 7 and auto-fight this so that we can get the points for that. Alright, get out of there. Now, why is this red? It's probably just because I have stuff in the shop. Yeah, it looks like it. That I could redeem if I wanted to. I don't think that I need a notification about being able to redeem that. I also don't need one about being able to redeem that. Or the legendary crystal. Let's see, this one is... Okay, this one's an artifact for Lubu, so I'll keep my notification on for that. Phoenix Feather Fan, I think that's the... Yeah, that's the artifact for Dao Chan, so I'll keep that. Don't need the notifications for the avatar border or the chat bubble, though. So, alright, I keep the one for Lubu and the one for Dao Chan on. Seems fine. Okay. Otherwise, I think I just want to claim whatever's in the mine over here. Looks like we got 2,750 coins, 3,100 XP potions, 17 stamina, and 2 mithril. However, 17 stamina ought to be enough to be able to give us something to do in the artifact material rates. Claim this, we got 224 XP potions and 16 shelter insignia 2s. Now let's see if we can put anything together. Now, it looks like that's all we can do over there. Alright. So I have 20 stamina. Let's go to the artifact material raid. And we won't be able to do stage 17, but we could do stage 15 on auto fight one time. And while we're doing that, we can go to artifacts, go to forge, and then forge a couple things real quick. We've got something with the mythic forge. So let's see what we get here. Alright, it's a sacred amber for a healers only. It says increases healing effect by 20. Additionally, for each ally in range, reduces healing effect by 5. It's not my favorite artifact, but alright, we can make 2 of these, so let's start with this one. We got Keen Wisdom. That is an epic artifact. When there's any ally within one tile, increase attack by 8%. And then, what do we get for our next one? Only time will tell. It's a Medal of Fortitude. It is an epic artifact. When attacked, gains a 10-second shield with shield strength equal to 10% of the hero's max HP. But this effect can only be triggered one time every 65 seconds. So neither of those things were exactly phenomenal, but that's okay. It's maybe we can use them for something, and we'll see. Okay, so we got 3,675 coins, 690 XP potions, 4 more flawless meteorites, 11 mythical, and 24 brave conquest points for that. Alright, I think I'll check the arena, see if I've got any more now. Got another 6 minutes on that, so won't be able to do that tonight, I'm afraid. We've used up everything, did all the dailies, I think. So, I think I'm going to have to call it for now and try to get some sleep tonight, hopefully. It was a pleasure streaming with you all and talking with you all. Hopefully, I'll get to do the same again tomorrow. For now, I'm going to have to run off. So, if you're not following me, be sure to follow me. Turn on notifications so that you see when I go live. And hopefully, I will see everybody next time. Good night for now.